Greetings, dear listeners. Hope you're all doing well. We're out here tonight because, believe it or not, it's the rising of the full moon, the aptly named July thunder moon. But unfortunately, it looks like the thunder clouds are actually rolling in. So we're going to start a little bit early before the moon shows up so you can see some of these beautiful clouds and the beautiful colors of the sky up above. Now, anytime there's a full moon, my thoughts automatically run to werewolves. And once upon a time, back in the day, many years ago now, if you want to know exactly when it happened, it's the summer that Skylab fell down from the sky. Well, that summer, I had a job working as a groundskeeper in a recreational facility in St. Catharines, Ontario. And this facility, it had a hockey arena, which wasn't used in the summertime, a baseball diamond. It had a 2-story scoreboard where you actually had to change the numbers by hand, a tennis court, and a large outbuilding that had concessions for the baseball games, as well as the public washrooms. And I usually worked the 4 p.m. to midnight shift in this facility/park. And it was a great job. And on this particular evening, there was nobody around. There had been a thunderstorm, thunder moon, right? There had been a thunderstorm earlier in the evening, so everybody had left. So I had the place to myself, and I was walking across the grass of the baseball field towards the wire frost fence that separated the arena building from the rest of the park when all the lights in the place went out. Now, I wasn't worried about this because I knew the lights were going to go out. They were on a timer. They always went out exactly at 10 o'clock. And as I walked towards the fence, though, I suddenly heard behind me a loud and low growling sound. So I hurried forward, got through the gate of the frost fence, closed it behind me, and turned around to look to see what was making the growling sound. And at first I couldn't see anything. As I said, it had rained a lot earlier in the evening, and in St. Catharines in the summertime, it gets stinking hot and humid. Stinking hot and humid. So there was a mist rising up off the wet grass. But as I looked through the mist, I could see this black shape kind of slinking across the grass towards me. And as I stared at it, it gradually, I could see a pair of red glowing eyes and then a mouthful of sharp white teeth, and it gradually came into focus. It was the shape of a large canine, although it looked more like a wolf than a dog, and it was like a dog, like a German Shepherd, and it was the thing that was making the low growling noise. And then all of a sudden it stood up on its hind legs, hind paws, hind feet, and I swear it was at least 7 feet tall. And then it took a step towards me, and I felt my bowels go liquid. No, I didn't. But it's the closest I've ever came in my adult life to pooping my pants. I was seized by this real primordial terror staring at this thing. And as I watched, it walked towards me, walked on its hind legs like a human being. And it approached the fence right across from where I was. And then it leaned forward with its 2 hands, not paws, 2 hands with long dark fingernails, grabbed the frost fence, began shaking it, and then it looked at me with those red eyes, and it howled. Well, the next thing I knew, I was inside the arena. I'd slammed the door, locked it behind me. turned out all the lights, and I just stood there, cowering in the dark, listening to the sounds of this thing walking around outside. Its heavy tread. I could hear it growling, and all the other usual night sounds like the birds. There was nothing. I could just hear the thing's heavy tread, its growling, and then every once in a while I could hear it scratching towards the back door of the place, scratching at the back door, trying to get in. And I just stood there in the dark. And after a couple of hours, it finally went away. And I called a cab. No way, I was walking home with that out there in the darkness. And I had the cab meet me at the front door of the arena on a busy, well-lit street right across from a big automobile factory. But I didn't have the cab take me home. No, I took it to the local bar, where after about 4 double rye and Coke, I began to calm down. But I didn't sleep that night. I didn't even shut my eyes. And the next day at work, we found there were scratch marks, claw marks across the back door of the arena. And my boss blamed it on vandalism. But I knew better. Now, in the last couple of years, there's been a lot of information on the internet and on YouTube about a cryptid called a dogman. Not a werewolf, but a dogman. And from the descriptions of that cryptid, I'm pretty sure that that's what I saw all those many years ago, before reports of dogmen had even shown up in the media. Trust me to be ahead of the curve when it's something bad. Just my luck. So what do you think, dear listeners? What do you think it was? What was it that attacked me or tried to attack me? Was it a dogman? Was it a werewolf? Was it just a hallucination? Or was I just attacked by a real but aggressive dog, like a German Shepherd or a Doberman Pinscher, and in the mist I kind of panicked? What do you think happened to me? What was it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And stay safe, stay subscribed, ring that bell so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Now, some people have been telling me they haven't been getting their notifications, so you might want to double check that your bell is indeed rung. And feel free to share this video or any of my other videos with anyone you please. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories about cryptids such as the night floaters, dogmen, and the black-eyed children. And of course, let's all make like dogmen and stay hungry. You can even wash it down with Mott's Clamato juice. So I'm now going to ask the lovely and talented camera crew. We had hoped to be able to give you a panorama shot of the rising of the full July thunder moon, but it doesn't look like it's going to show because of all these clouds. So I'm going to ask her to give us a 360 panorama shot because there's a really beautiful sky tonight, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. So till midnight, cheers.